Are we live here? Hello. Did I put Mapu? I meant Mapo. It's Mapo tofu. Or is it Mabo? I don't know. Hi! Welcome to my late night kitchen cooking in Japan. It is, what time is it? I don't know. It's 9:44 p.m. Japan. It's a good Sunday evening, and I don't know if you guys can see the screen here, but I'm going to be making homemade udon today. And udon is really tough to, what do you call it? Knead, so might have to step on it a few times. And then second item we're making is Mapo tofu, which is like this Chinese thing, the tofu minced meat spicy dish stuff. But you know what? I wanted to kind of do the shokugeki no soma thing, which is put both together, you know? Oh, thank you, Robonutsky, for the 100 bits. Oh, yes. I don't know how long it'll take me, but we'll see. Yeah, so I wanted to combine the two. Oroshi-kun, I think you're covering my magnificent board. Yeah, we're gonna combine the two to make Mapo tofu udon, because in one of like the shokugeki episodes, they made this noodle pasta thing, which I have made before, but I'm not a fan of kind of egg noodles. So I went for udon. I've never made udon before. I often make mapo tofu, so this is gonna be interesting. I do make it very spicy, and I'm gonna add in a secret ingredient. I'm gonna be putting in homegrown mushrooms. As you can see, oops, sorry, that probably was really loud. I showed this on camera yesterday, but this is my homegrown mushroom plant thing. Shiitake mushroom. Oh, this one's so cute. This one by itself down there. And yeah, we're gonna put just a little bit. It's kind of going crazy. Yeah, so first thing is first. Do we feed the cats? I fed you. We fed you already. Why? Why do you always have to be here? He's always up in my business, aren't you, buddy? Okay, all right, Takwan, please, can you, like, okay, I'm gonna move this here. Can we still see? Oh, yeah, that's very small, but it still serves its purpose. He's really whipping everything everywhere. Ouch. He doesn't have control of his tail, I think, because he's, always smacking people with it. Why are your cats always so calm? Is that like, sarcasm? Because my cats are never calm. Like if I put my face here, he'll come by and like whip me in the face with his tail, which is kind of like, why do you do this, Takwan? Why? Are you done? Just let you do whatever you want today? No? It's actually, he's really small, because if I put Oroshi-kun right next to him, they're like, no. They're gonna look miserable next to each other. Yeah. Okay, now they left. They're like, we can't be on the same table together. Hair got very messy. Very messy. Every stream needs a cat camera. Yes, we have cat cameras today. Lots of cat cameras. Are you here again? I don't have anything for you, buddy. Nothing. Why do you stick around? Because you think I'm gonna give you something? Nothing. I don't think I have any snacks for you even today. How do I distract you? How do I get you out of the kitchen? I don't even know how to get him out of the kitchen. He wants... What's this? Hopefully cat away from expensive... Yeah, we're not cooking expensive fish today. Very cheap ingredients, I think. A very cheap meal today. Right? Okay, can you... Stop! You fed them, right?
No.
Why are you acting like this?
No, yeah,
Ouch. He wants to be pet. Oh, look at this. All right. Okay, sorry. Let me give the cat attention. He needs attention right now. Always wants attention. Okay? You want to get on my back? No? You like climbing on people's backs. Watch how cute he is when he climbs on people's backs. It's like this. And then, ta-da! I'm at a circus! I'm at a circus! Alright. Are you done yet? Are you done? No? Now he's going over to Maki's table. What do you want? Alright. Wrestle? Wrestle? Alright. Aggressively petting. Aggressively petting. Maybe he likes to be aggressively pet. I think that's it. Look at this. Lots of rubs. You like that? You like the rubs? Connor coming for cooking lessons tomorrow? Is that what he said? Tomorrow is, what day is tomorrow? Monday? I think it's on Monday. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay. All right, you're done, right? Okay, we're done. I pet you, and we're good. We're good to go. Yes. All right, let's wash the hands. We actually don't really have to wash hands because, you know, I eat cat hair all the time, you know. That's what cat owners do. But, you know, for the sake of the internet, just kidding. I do wash my hands all the time. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. It's Mabo? No, it's Mapo.
Mapo, okay.
Mapo. It's Mapo, not Mabo. It's Mapo. There. I don't even know. You're back again. Why, Talk One? We feed you. I pet you. I play with you. He just put his hand on my. His paw on my hand. I was gonna say hand on my paw. That was the wrong thing. Oh, it's Mabo. So we should put a B. I don't even know where my marker is. Okay, fine. Mabo. Mabo. It's Mabo now. Ta-da! We are now Mabo Tofu. There we go. Please don't jump here anymore. I feel like my cats know when food's coming. Scale. Actually, the back side of this has my measurements because I've never made this before. Let's see. Flour. We need 500 grams of flour. I think this is too big to measure it all in. So let's downgrade to something else. Where? Maybe I'll just... Mapo? What? Mabo. It's more like po than bo. You know, I don't even know. It's Mapo. That's what. Okay. But this is gonna be a combination of like udon, so maybe it should be the B because it's gonna be kind of Japanesey, right? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, all right. Continue. 500 grams of udon. Top One has destroyed this table camera. Could you, if you're gonna sit down, just sit down there. Excellent. Gonna lay down there? Fantastic. Thank you. He's gonna be helping me today, I think. I'm not too sure. Let's get the scissors out and get this thing out. All right, 500 grams, here we go. $500 is quite a lot. Am I gonna be able to eat this all? Is this gonna be hard to handle? I don't know. There we go. Done. What's going on? Eh? The cat is a hunter. Cat is a hunter. Right, 500 grams, and we're gonna sift it into our big old bowl right over here. Oopsie, I need to wipe this because there's water in this bowl. If that was catnip, cat's just laying there observing indeed. Okay, how to put this in? We're gonna do this nice and slow. Sifting time. There's just too much, so that's why I'm using this. It's taking a... Oh, oops. I just defeated the purpose. I need chopsticks, I think. Or a spoon of some sort. Just a chopstick. Or this. Maybe this will work. How do I make this go by faster? It's like I'm mining for gold or something. Oh, you guys, you put cumin in your Mapo tofu? That sounds interesting. That might be fun. I know certain regions of China put in a lot of cumin in their cooking. Like lamb and cumin, so delicious. Oh my gosh. Love that stuff. Love it. Oh, I'm already getting tired. My arm is just not made for this. I should start working out. That's what I should do. It has a lot of clumps in it, so very important to do, I guess. Okay. And more, in we go. In we go. In we go. And just... Does anyone have a trick for like getting this in faster? I don't know. Maybe this is the trick, using the hands instead. Oh yeah. Hands. Oh, let me rest. Oh, handheld flours to grind them with feet. I don't know. No, I will have to step on the udon later to knead it because it's very tough, I think, to work with. Basically just salt, water, and flour. Feet stream. No, I would use socks, so then you guys wouldn't actually have to be blinded by my scary feet. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let me just rest my arm. Whoo, jeebus. Okay, all right. Continue. There we go. We had a few stragglers in there. Hold on. I feel like I should grab a bit more to make up for the stuff that might have spilled out. Okie dokie. And then continue to sift. Still sifting. Actually, Mapo tofu is pretty quick, I think. It doesn't take so much time, I think. Pretty quick. Okay. I think it's very humid, so we might have to reduce the amount of water we use. Thank goodness for sifting, we've got some nasty chunkies in there. We did not need those in our life. Next is what does the back of this say? 240 grams water and salt. 240 grams? 20 grams. Okay. One moment. 20 grams salt. 20 grams of salt. Grams. Oh, did my oops. That was, oh no, we can't put it back in. Did I just mess this up? Oh my god. I might have to re-tier this. Hold on. 20 grams, right? That was 21. There we go. That's 20 grams of salt. Plus, oh, Jeebus, Fishy Hat, welcome back again today, and thank you for giving out the 10 community subs. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, 240 grams of water. Let's get some water over there. Takwan, don't go over there without me watching you. All right. Okay, I feel like a bird, the fish brain. 240, right? 240. There we go. That was a bit too much water, actually. We might need to dump some. Excellent. And now, ooh, what? In the salt goes into the water. Now we've made salt water, and we give it a mix with chopsticks until it dissolves. My bowl in the way right there, probably. Ooh, bean sprouts, that must be nice. Alright, it's going to take a moment to dissolve. I want to make sure it's all dissolved. Do we have any settlers at the bottom? Just leave it alone for a second and then wash my hands again because we're gonna get ready to knead everything. And since the cat stepped out for a bit, I can now sanitize the workspace. Again, my favorite sanitization spray. Move this away. Alcohol kills all the germs, kind of, mostly, just enough. hands again. Alrighty. Hands dried. Hands are drying. Science? Is it bad? I'm listening, watching while driving home from night shift. I guess if it keeps you awake, just don't watch, just listen. Do I help you? Oh, egg noodles. Thank you, thank you. Do I help you sleep? That's really nice to hear. I don't know. Actually, is it nice? Because like that's like putting me on the same level as a professor that puts you to sleep, right? Just kidding. Alrighty. What we are going to do now that we have perfectly salted water. It's probably as salty as someone who got a 6 out of 10, right? Let's put this away, and now we're gonna start using our hands, okay? Maybe I would rather use gloves. Maybe I'll use gloves. Should I use gloves or my hands? No, the sweat would be good. Let's see. Let's you know what? Oh no, there's coffee grinds in my potato starch. You put coffee grinds in my potato starch. Oh. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why am I cooking so late? Because, I don't know, it's a midnight snack. What if it's not good, right? Okay. And then we move. Slowly incorporating the water, I guess. Kind of. I think I'm doing this right. I'm not even sure. First time making this, okay? Humidity is probably very high, so who knows? We might not need all this water. It's very soothing, actually. Very soothing. Sweaty seasoning. I wonder if it's as salty as the water I just made, you know? Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Getting in there now, okay? Getting in there. I'm making the noodles from scratch, that's right. Actually, might need all the water. I lied. Uh-oh, that just flew out. Putting all the water in. Whew. Uh-oh. This is where I guess people like to use their feet. I just wish this counter was lower, or I had like a stool to kind of stand on, because I feel like I need the power. KitchenAids are pretty cool then, I guess. Oh my gosh, my hands are already tired. It's Jobs. It's Jobs. This is how people get buff, I think, probably. I'm not sure. Maybe. Duh. Oh, you know what? I just realized I am in the wrong category, I think. Maybe. What? I'm going to appease the feet people today with this udon. Okay, I think it's all together now. Maybe. I'm exerted all of my... Yeah, maybe Maki can do this. You want to do this, honey? Mm-hmm. You want to do this? Can you? Okay, all right, I'm switching out. Can you... let me wash my hands. You should wash your hands too, honey. I should just direct you on how to make today's dish, huh? And then you can make everything. Alrighty. This is going to be interesting. All right. Whew. Wet hands? Dry them a bit. All right, I have to learn. Oops, oops, oops.
What's going on?
Yeah. Hi. Okay. Wow, I wish these were labeled. Hi. Getting that work in there. Good job. That's right. You should use one hand to hold the bowl. And yeah, that's right. That's fantastic. You're doing a good job. Fantastic. This is great. Oh, don't injure yourself. You look like you're struggling so much. My God.
Yeah.
How is it? Very tough? They said, "What? Oh my God!" They said, "Why are you moaning?" No, you don't punch the dough. Okay. You look like you're about to drool into the dough. Oh my God. Are you getting tired?
No.
It's intense. Okay. Do you think it's come together nicely? Now make it into a beautiful ball. Do you know how to make it into a beautiful ball? 教えてあげようか? So put it into a ball. Just make it a circle.
Stop.
Yeah, and start slowly using your strength to tuck the imperfect parts underneath. Tuck it. As if you are tucking me to bed. Tucking the sheets into, yeah, tuck under, yeah.
Sheets?
Okay, you're not doing what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're just flattening it. What are you doing? Oh my God! Oh my God! Done. Okay, you're done? All right, touch tag team. Going, hold on. Okay. 大変すぎ. Okay, this is what I was talking about, okay? Oh, you did a great job. It's so... Oh my gosh. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna do the tucking. This is how you do the tucking. You just fold the edges underneath like this. You just fold. Folding underneath. That's right. And you pinch the bottom. Folding it. See, it's like tucking the sheets under.
Yeah, I got it now.
You got it now? That's why I was saying it's like tucking, yeah, sheets. Excellent. Isn't that cute? Okay, now we're gonna let the gluten form, I guess. And to do that, we put it in the bowl. And we're gonna go get some saran wrap. And cover it so it doesn't dry out. Did you just... Hey! Hey! I saw that! Poke the hole. Now it looks like it has a belly button.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. There we go. It's not gonna rise. There's nothing in there. There we go. いい感じ.
いい感じ.
Thank you, honey. You did Maki did a fantastic job.
Good.
Good job. Oh my god, I have to keep 10-second clapping. 1, 2. Just kidding. Clapping. I was like, okay, we're gonna set this aside to rest. Usually you should let it rest for 2 hours, but we're gonna do 30 minutes, okay? Because, or whenever I remember it again, which won't be for a while. And we shall put this somewhere. Where shall we put this? I don't even know. Aha, in the back. Yes. I'll put it in the back. And then put something like this over it. Maybe, no. Oops. Okay. Now, we're gonna get our beautiful cutting board, even though it's for fish. Oh, it smells like fish, huh? This side doesn't smell like fish. The side that doesn't smell like fish. Actually, even if it smells like fish, it's okay, I guess. Hold on. Giving a good wash again. Alrighty. Let me get a towel, a wet towel that we can put here so that the board does not slip around, because we don't want any slips, accidents. Okay? Okay, Oroshi-kun, I'm sorry, but you gotta get out of the way, buddy. Chotto, sumimasaris. Let me smell this board. Still smells like fish.
Really?
Yeah. From yesterday. It smells like fish, right? But you know what? We're gonna put ginger on it. Cut some ginger. Get this bowl here. Get my knife. And where is my ginger anyways? Ginger. Okay, ginger done. Ginger, garlic. Looking for garlic in all the wrong places. Ah, here we go. Perfect. We're gonna get some garlic. Ginger. Let's cut ginger last. I want to get shallots, but shallots are just so dirty. Why are they so dirty? Oh, no. Nope. Shallots are very dirty. I need to wash these shallots. Why are they so dirty? Why are shallots so dirty? shallots supposed to be this dirty? Maybe these are just out of time shallots? Do they not wash them before they sell them, I guess? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, they're pretty dirty. We'll just have to wash them again. It's okay. And a garlic. Gonna get some garlic. Knobs of garlic. Okay, I think 3 is enough. 3 is enough, I think. But yeah, I put the plushie in the back to stop the glare. And again, these are pretty old, so I have to take the core out. Don't want to smash it either, so I'm going to peel it the hard way, I guess. Which is like this. Oh yeah, the core is super big. So how's everybody's weekend going? For those of you who weren't here yesterday, what did you do on your lovely Saturday morning? Did you go out and about? I had a birthday party today. Japanese knives are the best. Soccer! Nice. You touched grass.
Soccer.
Painting waifus. Like body painting? Doctor Strange. See? I think I saw someone make some sort of, was it that one K-pop thing? Tae Yang wedding dress song with Doctor Strange? Clash, I think. Or maybe I'm just referring to the wrong thing. Not too sure. Anime characters. Okay. Visiting friends. Great. Get that socialization out of there. Good to socialize with the people. Socializing with your colleagues does not count. Learning English. Ooh, that's great. Garlic is not a discount onion. They are different. They smell different. They taste different. Also, onion's a great meat tenderizer. All right, there we go. This is an imperfection. Out of there. And then dirty shallot over here. How do I make this clean? I don't know. I struggle with shallots a lot. Struggle so much. Should have Googled like shallot hacks or something. I don't know. This is a good shallot. Good Charlotte, Janaya. I meant good shallot as in like it looks good. Natsukashi. Nostalgic indeed. Where are they now? Good Charlotte's still a thing. I don't know. Alrighty, these are very ugly, but we continue. I think I need to cut these in half, probably, because they're kind of difficult to deal with. Difficult shallots. Rip finger. What finger? is taking a very long time. Hate shallots. I should have just used an onion, but here we are. What is this? Are you on the udon or the mapo tofu? I'm at both. I'm proceeding with both at the same time. So I'm letting the udon rest right now. I already mixed it up and we needed it. Okay. There we go. I think that's enough. There's just a pain in the butt. Extremely painful. Why? Whatever. Okay, that's it. That's it. No more shallots. I'm done. When am I going to make a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap Supreme? I have no idea. All right. Then we want a nub of garlic. I mean ginger. Gosh, I'm calling everything the wrong thing. Actually, this is an ugly nub. We will get a new nub. Let's go with this part. I think that's good. Cut out the thing. This looks bruised and slimy. This is a discount ginger. That's why it's gross. I want to get the gross parts out. You just take a spoon and scrape it off, but like this one's really like bruised, smelly looking. I don't know. I'm just gonna peel it. There we go. I think it's good. Much better. Dumped. Dumped. All the dumped. Whoop, 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 whoop. Excellent. And oh, we have some people sleepy going to bed. All right. Good night to those going to bed. What time is it? Oh, 10:30 almost. What are we doing next? We are going to thin slice these, okay?
Sounds really good. Right?
Yeah, it sounds really nice. And then we're gonna lay these all like this, kind of. Slicing the ginger. Do. There we go. Oop, oop. I'm just too lazy to cut those pieces, so we leave it at that. What? You work on Saturday at 8 p.m. Ooh. Wow. Are you still planning on doing your own subathon? I don't understand. Well, I'm going to be gone at the end of this month for probably a month, I think. To like the UK and the US, because there's Anime Expo, Garnt and Sid's wedding. So I feel like it would be a ripoff to do like a subathon, I think, because then you sub and then I'm like gone for a month, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe Maki's gonna be alone at home and he can stream.
Oh,
He's not gonna be alone for me. He's coming with me to the UK. For 2 weeks. 2 weeks when I'm in Anime Expo. Ah! My face gets itchy. Beautiful. Look at this. Into the bowl on the side. I am muscular. Am I muscular? I'm muscular? Am I? Huh? I don't get it. Was that a joke? I'm like the opposite of muscular. I got waves, okay? Is this muscle? I don't think so. Funny. What? Gigs. Gonna do this. Cut too much, so they're kind of gonna be a bit ugly. Whatever. It's okay if there's chunks. Whew. That pose? I'm fluffy? I'm fluffy? I'm based in the UK. Can I see the Trash Taste Boys at AnimeCon? Soon. Something might be announced soon, so keep your eyes peeled on the Trash Taste Twitter. A lot of things are getting approved really last moment. We asked for contracts, and it just takes a long time to get them, so we just wait, and then last moment we announce them. I mean, yeah, that's it. There we go. Excellent. Boom. In. Now the shallots, okay? If there was an easier way to cut this, maybe there is. Maybe I could do this. They're just too small, I think. Okay, let's see if it works. Ah, it does. Excellent. You know what? I'm just lazy. Shallots. Why are you guys like this? Why are you so difficult to work with? What are you doing, Oroshi? That's ginger and garlic. Okay, I think we are almost done. There we go, there we go. Welcome, welcome. What is this? Oh, you like Mapo tofu? Awesome, awesome. So do I. That's why I'm making it right now. Okay, it's done. The chopping. The endless chopping. Could be faster if can put it in a machine, but then what about the ASMR, you know? Wouldn't have any of that. Use the back of my knife. Reason why I'm making space is because we're gonna get the tofu. I like really kind of chunky tofu for Mapo tofu. I don't know about you guys. People like to break it up with their hands, but I like to cut it into cubes. So it, I don't know, looks better, I think. I don't know. I got 30% off tofu because it expires tomorrow. Here we go, look at this tofu. What are we gonna do? We're gonna slice it down this way. Whoop. And then, what is this? Favorite? Call the cops, the cat's staring? What? Okay. Oh, welcome, First Touch Cherry Mint Choco. Thank you, that means a lot. Cozy, it's supposed to be cozy cooking. I'm supposed to change my category actually. One moment. Where is my mouse? I need to change this to food and drink. There we go. Done. Now food and drink stream. There we go. You guys gonna come to Australia? Well, yes. I'm not, actually, but we have some talents going to Australia for some stuff, but cannot announce that until this month. A lot of things are going to be announced, so hold your horses, people. Half here, half here, half here, half. Excellent, and now they are perfect cubes. Big chunks. Beautiful. And now what we're gonna do to withdraw more moisture out of them is we're gonna boil them in just hot water. That's all, hot water. And then they'll be ready. Sounds weird, like why would you boil tofu so that they become more absorbent of sauce? I don't know. Turn the stove on in the back. Maybe just a bit. Just a bit salt. And then get a good pan out. Maybe this one. Use this one. Oh, I bumped my head on that earlier several times, so the camera above the stove got messed up. I keep forgetting. How long have you been here? Quite a long time. quite a long time. See. Okay, next is I'm going to show you what sauces I got. I've got a few sauces actually. Main ingredients that I use for my Mapo tofu are these. I do have Sichuan pepper somewhere, but I dropped the bag somewhere. And I can't even find where I put it. Oh no. Where are my peppercorns? Or not peppercorns, Sichuan pepper. I lose everything in this kitchen. It used to be more organized, I guess. Oh, I can't find it. Oh well, we're not gonna use Sichuan peppercorns because instead I got this Sichuan pepper oil, I think. Yeah, maybe. I don't actually know where it is. Sichuan Pepper Oil, right? I have the fresh ones. Where do I put everything? Ah, oh well, oh well. Do. If you have questions about Trash Taste though, you should ask the Trash Taste 3 hosts yourselves. One of them is streaming right now actually. So yeah, go check out Sea Dog, because he's streaming. He should be streaming. He's doing a subathon. He can answer Trash Taste questions. I do not answer that much. Or I don't think I should. Unless you are a client, I will answer questions about Trash Taste now. What? The sauce. This is for the sauce. I'm just taking the plastic off all of these because I got them earlier. I ran out. Alrighty, we are good. Alright. So I think the measurement from 0.5 dough to 1 dia. Dough, to banjan. So this one's the tofu? Okay, 0.5. Actually, I'll do the balance myself. I'll just taste it. I'll just taste it and go at the end. Just taste and go. And what else do I need? Of course I need MSG. Gotta get the MSG in there. Huh? Alright, it's boiling. That means we can put the tofu in. Let's put the tofu in. Tofu in. Ah. Tofu in. The water. Tofu in the water. Fantastic. Now we don't need the cutting board anymore. We're gonna put the cutting board. Do I listen to heavy metal? Maybe. Is that why I'm wearing the shirt? Maybe. But is it my shirt? Now it is, but it was actually Maki's shirt. Because he's a hardcore Pantera fan. There's like one song from Pantera that I'd like to sing in karaoke. Huh? Woke? Imagine that. Me singing that song. That's too weird. No, Oroshkun. Why? Why do you guys do this to me? Oh, got people going to bed. Good night. Good night. Those going to sleep. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Do. Oh no, I'm not going to use those anymore. You can put those away. Maki cleans the kitchen. Are you guys going to start calling me auntie now? Alright, let's heat up the pan now. Things are going to get crazy in this pan over here. Okay? Getting heated. Getting heated. Kind of, not really. I'm I'm going to put my tofu on this thing and let them get dried. Ouch! Oh, I hit my head again.
Oh, whoa.
I always hit my head on this. I can't watch out. Yay. Meanwhile, Takwan's in the back trying to steal something. Okay, we're gonna, I got caught. We're gonna scoop these out. Ah! That was a disaster. Oops. Ouch. Ouch. Quite a disaster. Oh, I was gonna cut up some mushrooms. I forgot. I wanted to cut up some mushrooms into my Mapo tofu. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the cutting board out. Let me just use my fruit board. Mushrooms don't really leave a bad smell, so totally fine. Don't put that many. Okay, twist the tops off. Homegrown mushrooms, you guys. Homegrown mushrooms. Mushrooms are the best. These are shiitake. Maybe I should just cut a few more. Which one should I harvest? They're just so cute, you know? Which one to harvest? Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's just choose a few. This one? This one looks big enough. Snip. This one also looks good. Snip. This one looks good. Oops, I just tore it all out. This one maybe too. Or this one came out too. Whoops. Whoops. Separating from the friends and family. We got a nice one over here as well. Oops. I just took a big chunk of it. This one's, okay, I think that's too many mushrooms already in my Mapo. Mapo shouldn't have mushrooms to begin with. Alrighty. And continue to twist the tops off of these. Twisting the tops off. Homegrown mushrooms, you guys. They're so delicious. We tried them yesterday in the aquapazza. Yeah, I grew them myself. Those mushrooms remind me of my husband. What? Why do they remind you of your husband? Is he a fun guy? Or is he rotting in your backyard and mushrooms are growing out of him? Is that why? Are you a murderer? Just kidding. I don't know why. Sorry. They're cute. They're cute. They're cute. That escalated quickly. Yes, yes, it did. Funny though, if someone like. That's a horrible joke, actually. To be like, who's the fun guy now? Ha ha ha, you know, after the gruesome murder or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna cut these into cubes, little cubes, because they're gonna shrink into this Mapo tofu, okay? Wash them? I think you're not supposed to wash. You're not supposed to wash mushrooms. You're not supposed to wash the mushrooms, right?
Yeah, he had these mushrooms.
Oh. Husband's haircut is I think it's fine. I grew these myself, so it's not like they're covered in dirt or anything. So they should be okay. It's a myth. It's too late. I've already washed these. I mean, I've already cut these, so yeah. Yeah, they don't have soil on them. I trimmed them quite nicely. Maybe this is too much mushroom now for my Mapo. Maybe I got a little carried away. You like it though? It's okay? Okay. That's good. As long as you like it. I should save the rest for another time. Awesome. Ooh, there's so many. I'm gonna have a lot of mushrooms. Can't wait to barbecue with them too. All right, what else was I going to do? Right. Heat up the pan. And I'm gonna use spicy oil. This is pretty spicy, I think. Oil. I don't know what kind of oil that is, but we're just putting them in. All kinds of oils. And then sesame oil as well. Sesame oil. You're supposed to put it at the end, but it's okay. Spicy oil. And then, what else? Let me use this. And then, we're gonna put the ginger in. Ginger in, plus the onions. Garlic last. Turn on the fan. Starting to get the aromas. Next, is that a lot of cat hair on my shirt? I know. Garlic. Garlic in. Let me choose a handle. So you could use a little more oil. More spicy oil. And then mushrooms, put the mushrooms in. Mushrooms. This is... Oh, the mushrooms just absorbed all of that oil. And then we're gonna get some stuff. Spoons of stuff in. I'm gonna put this thing in. Some this. Whatever the heck that is. No, tenmenjan. Tenmenjan. And then tobanjan. And cook it around. What you just splashed onto me. My goodness. And then out of nowhere we have pork stuff. That was a lot, but whatever. Yes, this stuff smells fantastic, right? Imagine the smell. It smells fantastic. Oh, we could do this with all mushroom if we wanted to, but I need meat. Lots of meat. We could have had more mushroom. I just put too much meat right now. That smells so good. Might have put too much meat, but whatever, you know? Whatever. I want to put chili flakes in here. I don't have that much left, but we'll use them all. All of it. Chili flakes in. And then what do we need? We need to put MSG. Just a little, you know. Just a little. Always need just a smidgen. A bit. Oh, secret stuff. I don't know what this is in English, but it's magical. It is. Weipa. Chinese premium weipa. So it's like pork chicken essence in a jar. And it looks like this. I use it quite a lot. It's great for fried rice, great for egg drop soup. Looks like this. It's like a block of stuff that just melts. I don't know. It's like a cube. Yeah, cube broth, but not. And then I just drop it in. Maybe this much is good. Maybe a little more, just a little. And then I'll give it a taste. It melts. It's like fat, a block of fat, I guess. Brothy goodness. Okay. Next is to get the water. Okay, get some water. And then we just put water straight into it. No, we're actually supposed to put kata kuriko in there, but there's stuff in my kata kuriko. Why is there stuff in my kata kuriko? Let me try to clean it out because it looks like there's coffee grinds in it. Really got everywhere. All right. Putting kata kuriko into here, I don't know how much this is, but we're just gonna guess how much we might need. And then give that a stir. And then put it in. And then let it bring to a boil. Cornstarch. Oh, hello. Connor's stream is down? Why is it down? What is he doing? Did he go to sleep? City shoes. Nope. Is the kitchen getting crazy? Probably. Hello. What? Oops. Timer ran out? The demon ate his connection? Oh no. He should just come over here and join my cooking stream. Take a taxi, you know. Okay. Alrighty. I think I need more water, I think. Sorry, this I should have turned the heat down. Okay, I kind of put too much cornstarch. But whatever. Alrighty. And now give it a taste test so I can figure out what else it needs. I think it needs more of this oil, and then it needs more weipa, because now I put more water in it. More weipa, and then more whatever this one was, the tobanjan. Sichuan, yes, the oil is Sichuan pepper actually. And then this thing. Which is, yeah, doubanjan and chenminjan. Sesame oil I can put at the end because I feel like you cook the flavors out of the sesame oils. Alrighty. Just give it a mix. Remember, this is gonna be udon sauce, so It's more watery than normal. Udon sauce is gonna be great. Now we put in the We put in the tofu as well. In the tofu goes. Tofu going in, tofu going in. Tofu. Tofu going in, tofu going in. Maybe I should have bought more tofu. Oh well. And then we give it a stir. I don't think, yeah, I should use a spatula. Kind of. It looks like chili with just tofu in it. Like the tofu doesn't belong in this chili. Right? Try this. Tapjimiru? Umai ne. Amai. Alright, I'll put these away. Should I make it spicier? I have Thai chilies. I could put Thai chilies in it. Thai chili. Very spicy or mama? Oh, じゃあもういらない? Just a tiny bit spicier, okay? Just a little. A little. It's gonna get real spicy now. Ooh, this is gonna be great for the udon. Oh my god. This udon's gonna have a good time in the sauce. Yes. And now we're gonna clear our workspace to get ready to make udon. You know what? I'm just gonna toss these mushrooms in there. It makes sense. Huh? Camera died? It didn't die yet. Did it? It did? Okay, it did. Kind of. Yes. It's back. We're back. It's good. Cleaning my cutting board just a bit. Gonna get hurt, Takwon. Shh. Oh, a Tokidoki Traveler just rated us. Emma, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, Tokidoki Traveler Emma viewers. Hello, hi. I'm making Mapo tofu udon right now. This is Mapo tofu udon. I'm doing good. Last time I saw you, met you was like last year, I think. Like, no, exactly a year from today, I think. It was like at Audrey's birthday. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Thank you. I hope you had a great stream. What is this? Right. The meds, the ADHD meds are wearing out. Right, today I'm making homemade udon and Mapo tofu. We're about to begin the udon process. It's been resting, forming glutens here. Very nice. And we're combining the two. So 1 and 2 is Mapo tofu udon. So it's going to get really great. For those of you who came from Tokidoki Traveler's Twitch, I'm Gourmetmei, aka Maylene, a manager, kind of, a manager of Trash Taste, Sid's, and their individual channels. Trash, yeah, not why, like, okay, I'm getting distracted by the dough. Sid Snap, O'Hara, Foxen Anime, Emery Chu, and Ditus from yeah. And I only stream on weekends. I cook. That's it. I just cook. I cook with my 3 cats. One cat's right here. His name is Takwan, aka Daikon Pickle, because when he was a baby, his paws were sticky and they smelt like stinky pickle. So we wanted to call him Stinky Pickle. The other 2, I don't know where they are right now. Maybe they're sleeping. But my white chinchilla silver Persian. Oh yeah, these mushrooms. I actually threw a few mushrooms in there, but these are homegrown shiitake mushrooms. They look really scary, actually. Very scary. Emma, I feel like you would like these because you like nature, right? I see from your Instagram you like the nature. You should start growing mushrooms. They're quite fun. All you do is spray water and talk to them. Did you know that mushrooms have at least 40 languages of their own? At least okay. 40 languages of their own. So they are all talking to each other. Since they came from the same area, I'm guessing they speak the same mushroom language. I don't know what they're saying to each other, but yeah, I think they're having a good time right now, maybe. I don't know. They're just watching their friends getting cooked in this pan, so that's a little sad. Or it's on. I don't know how mushrooms are related. Maybe it's like part of the same body, you know? Like if it loses its limb, it just grows another limb. I don't know what I'm saying. That's probably not right. I'm not a scientist. We're gonna turn off this Mapo tofu now because we are done. And it's more liquidy because it's going to be the udon broth. So let's get started with this amazing udon. Yes. Shiitake are listening to Pantera as their friends are being boiled. Indeed, that's very metal. Very metal indeed. It's very supple right now. You should usually let this rest for about 2 to 3 hours to form more gluten, so it's more chewy, you know? But we don't have that kind of time. Do you see what time it is here? It's like almost 12 a.m. So we're just gonna let it rest we let it rest for 30 minutes already, I think. Please play Maple Story. If I play Maple Story, my life is, yeah. It's gonna be a problem, I think. I should get a board, actually, to knead this. I have a wooden board somewhere. Should I use a wooden board? Or should I should just clean this area and use it.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, let me clean this area and use it instead. Because this is a wooden board itself. Yeah, if I play Maple Story again, my friends will become non-existent. Geeks Plus would cease to exist. Just kidding, no. I would never leave my house ever again. I would actually love to be like a guild leader. But I don't know I think a guild leader should know what's going on in the game. So that would be a fun goal to play again. Did you finally get that medieval sausage maker? Yeah, actually. Actually, it's not medieval, but it's this crazy contraption right here. If you can see what it is. You put it on the table here. There's a lever that suction cups it to the table. and then you stick the nozzle here. Can you guys see? Maybe I should switch to this one. Yeah, maybe let me release it. Is it too close? Yeah. It's like a machine gun almost. Okay, here we go. This is a good angle. So it does have a lever where you pull to suction it. So I will pull to have it suction down to this table. Different nozzle sizes, and then you just, you know, churn it in. And then you put the, what do you call it? The sausage casings around here, and the sausage stuff will come out. You know? Churn it? I could churn it actually. It's like this. And there's nothing in there. But yeah. I'll probably be making, I don't know, but yeah, on when? Tuesday? Tuesday, 7 p.m. I don't know if Connor said it yet, but he's coming over. Sea Dog VA is coming over, and we're gonna make sausages together because his favorite food is sausages, I think. Sausages, and I'm gonna teach him how to make shepherd's pie, I think. Something like that, yeah. Ugh, it's stuck now. Okay, it's okay. It's all good. It looks like a machine gun. I'm defending my kitchen. That's what it is. Defending my kitchen. Where was I? Right, the dough. I need to cleanse this area. This is what a lot of chefs use to sanitize kitchen space. Just good. So we're gonna work with the surface. Let me just, all right, it's very alcohol-y right now. It's a pasta gun. All right, I think it's pretty clean now. Now I need to wash my hands. Actually, washing my hands. And drying my hands a bit, okay? And then now we're gonna knead this quite a lot. It's actually better to put it in a bag. Oh no, did I just get lint in the udon noodles? Yes, I did. I should actually put this in a bag and start stepping on it. So you're supposed to, yeah, put it in a bag like this. And then step on it. Let me get my socks on. Let's get my socks on. I don't want you guys to see my feet. What kind of socks shall we wear today? We will wear, mismatching socks because I gotta save my socks for tomorrow. I mean, my matching socks for tomorrow. So let's get that over with. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Next is, oopsie doopsie. Here we go. I had another good towel in here, but I didn't. You know what? I got a towel. Okay, we're gonna be stepping on udon, you guys. It's time to use our feet into the living room. To use our feet. So what you're supposed to do, I guess, is flatten it out like this. And I'm gonna put it. Oh, just wait? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. It's not feet ASMR. Through a plastic bag. That's right. Not using my actual, like, bare feet onto the dough, because that's a little ridiculous. Not a little, but, like, really ridiculous. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, mismatching socks. We're gonna, to make it easier, we're gonna lay this here and step on it. Da, da, da. Using the heels. Da, 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 da. What, do I have a new subscriber? Who should I thank? Keys Cook, thank you for subscribing for a month. Continue. Mismatching socks, I know. This makes life easier, actually. All right. And then use my feet to move this aside. And then turn it over. Okay. Turn it over and then over again. Put this on here and then begin stepping again. Being stepped on.
Why are you stepping on your husband?
I don't know. Because I'm gonna slip if it wasn't there, kind of. It's working. Excuse me. Oh, King, wait, am I supposed to, hold on. Chotto a minute. Thank you, King0111. Thank you for subscribing. Going back. Da, da, da. Okay. And then flip it over again. Flip it over again. Here. Why are you guys all subscribing while I'm smashing the udon? Like, of all timings. Dance Inside, thank you for subscribing for Dear One. Cat is going to help. You helping? Okay. All right. You like that, Yuri? Just kidding. Yeah, seriously, of all times to start subscribing. Now, every time I gotta walk over there. Chotto a minute. Caesar, thank you for what? Okay, gosh, my computer's all the way far, so let me. Caesar, thank you for giving out a community sub. Whoa, Jesus, Monk Kitty, thank you for the 10 community subs. Jeebus, thank you for the 10 community subs. I should just open my notifications here. Let's continue smashing this. I'm guessing you like watching things get stepped on. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. Da, da, da. Let me look for my Stream Manager app so that I can keep track of things. Oh, Jeebus. Jono Mar, thank you for subscribing with Prime. What is going on? Stop it. Da, 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 da. Smash. Stop it. Talk one. Stop it. Go away. Okay. Continue smashing the dough, okay? This is gotta make sure everything is forming the glutens, okay? This is gonna be the best udon ever. Shiras! Shiras, get off. Okay, we continue. Here's my... Ta-da. Smash, smash. Gluten. Da-da. How's it going? I actually don't need this. Okay. Going in again. Going in again. Do it, we kind of match. Like my socks? It's Marge. The cat is very confused. Oh, it's better if I'm on my toes instead of my heels. I thought my heels were better, but I guess not. Thank goodness for feet, right? Gosh, this is making my life easier. Okay. Check on. I don't know how many times I should do this. Probably this is the last, I think, and it should be ready, I think. Okay. GoPro died. GoPro died. Scuffed stream. It couldn't handle the feet, that's what it was. Okay, I think it's good. We're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's bring the dough back to the kitchen. Okay. We're back in the kitchen, people. Back in the kitchen. Ooh. Oh, Jeebus. All right. Back to the kitchen. Look at this. This is great. Okay. What do I do next? I should have kept it that shape. Are those thin arms so what? They're not that strong. Yes. Okay. Was the cat on the counter? No?
Yes, yes.
Ah. Oh, again! I just sprayed it, Shiras. Spray again. Spray again. Ha ha ha. Yes, we're back. Doo doo. Yes, cruel cat. Alright. Oh, I should have continued using my feet to flatten it. I should have kept it flat. Ah, I need rolling pin. Alright, the trick is to press down, apparently. Press down like this. Don't need yet, just press down. Oh, I see a bubble. Is that a bubble? No, this is a bubble. It's okay, we get rid of those. Pressing down, and then flip over, and we press down again. Just press down, because we're gonna try to make it a square right now. That's our goal. And then this side. Oh, I see another. Oh, I should just use my thingamabobby. Oh, I just saw myself drop cat hair into this. Gone, be gone. And then roll. Rolling again. It's actually easier to use a pasta maker, which I do have. Should I use my pasta maker actually? Here's faster. Ah. Do you want to use pasta maker?
You want to.
There's also a roll in here. Also a roll. Handmade udon indeed. Tired. Bubble. This looks like a bubble. We have to go. Bye. Sabia 13 with $8. No eggs were used in this dough. Actually, just salt, water, and flour. That's it. Oops. Nope, should be fine. I will make sure that it'll be uniform. It's supposed to be square and I just gave up. But it's so smooth, except for the air pocket that I smashed out. Uh-oh. It's very smooth. Do you want to try, honey?
Try what?
Rolling.
Rolling?
Rolling. Is it a Limp Bizkit song? I want to try honey means I'm tired indeed. Don't push too much though. Oh yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Fantastic. What does ADHD have? Gosh. No, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Is that a cat hair in there? It is.
Yeah.
It's Shirasu's hair. That's a Shira's hair. Is that another cat hair? Okay. Oh, that's another cat hair. What? It's your shirt! Oh my god! Your shirt is just shedding into this dough. Okay. 大丈夫. やります.
You're welcome.
Super smooth though, right? Did you feel? It was smooth, right? Beautiful though. So. And I'm gonna do now. Wait. This is apparently how you. My rolling pin isn't big enough though. So this is how you make them kind of even. Dish from Angel Beats? Nope. Is udon, Mapo udon in Angel Beats? I didn't know that. think this is good enough though. どうも太さ。Alright, next step is actually to start boiling water. Okay. Now they're running out of battery. Okay. Where are we at? Boiling water, right? Right. Boiling water. That was a lot of strength. This one into the back, this one here, and then boil. Yay! And then while that boils, we are going to cut. And I want to use a cutting board for this. Just hope they don't stick. They will not stick. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Let us chop. One. Two. This is too thick. Okay, that's too thick, maybe. That is way too thick. Hold on. Too thick. Thinner. I think there's a trick. How to make it not as thick. This thin? これぐらい? Like this? Still too thick? Maybe stretch it a bit. Kind of thick. They're udon. They're supposed to be thick, but I guess not this thick. This is better. This one's better. Yeah, they're getting better. Yeah, yeah, getting better. This is better. Actually. Yay! Getting longer. They're definitely getting longer. They are thick. Maybe I should roll it a bit more, huh? ちょっと。もうちょっと。ちょっと太すぎ。Hold on. Really long ones and really short ones. That'll be good enough. Probably bad to cut on that. Trying to see if this is okay. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh. Getting better. Ish. It's gonna getting too long. What? These are kind of like, I don't know. Snakes. What? These are kind of getting really long. Oops, that was really thick. Nope, I do not feel sleepy. I am mesmerized. This is very therapeutic. hard to cut when they're too long though, so kind of want to, what do I want to do? Kind of cut them here. I don't need them to be that long. It's okay if they're short. Better if it's like this. There we go. Well, what? You have to wake up early. Good night to those who are leaving. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. Tasty boiled water. Alrighty. Okay, I've made quite a lot of udon, didn't I?
Yeah.
Too much?
No, I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Are you craving udon?
Craving.
Oops. It's like worms. Crazy worms going on here. The chop makes you feel very relaxed and sleepy. Well, I hope so. Kind of interesting. Knives make you relaxed. This is a chunky one. I don't think we need this much udon. But oh well. Alright, so this is gonna boil for I think 10 minutes. I wonder if this will all fit. Picture this. Look at this. Should have 10 minutes apparently. So we're gonna boil this for quite some time. And the thing is, it's easy to for this to break. So once we drop it in, we can't do anything to it for like a minute. Take a chopstick though and just make sure that it's all covered. Yeah, don't touch it once you pour it in. Otherwise it's gonna break. You do not touch it. What? Better than Jamie Oliver? Why, thank you. Next, since we have this board out anyways, I was going to, what was I going to do? Cut some onions. Maybe. I think it started to boil, so I can kind of nudge it now. That's kind of too much udon for one thing. All right. So it'll take 10 minutes apparently. So what can I do in 10 minutes? Clean. I guess I could clean. Definitely. All right, I think it's untangled. I feel like it's gonna overboil quite quickly. Maybe I should have gotten a bigger pot. Maybe, yeah, I should have gotten a bigger pot. Should I have gotten a bigger pot? もっと大きい鍋使えばよかった? I'll just hope it doesn't. I think at this, it's okay. Yeah, it'll look ready when it looks translucent, apparently. Okay. Maybe I should have gotten a bigger pot indeed. Not too late. Oh. Yeah, apparently putting a wooden stick supposedly helps, but I don't have a good wooden. Oh, actually, this is a good temperature. Oh, fixed. No wooden thingamabobby, and it's doing fine. That's great. Look at this. Wow. Isn't that great? Not even... Yeah. Oh my god, this is so cool. Oh, I forgot to set the alarm. Okay, Google, set alarm for 10 minutes. It can go to 10 to 15, apparently. Thank you. Yes. Shiras. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay. There we go. What are we gonna do? We're gonna prepare the sauce. That's what we're gonna do now. Sauce time. I don't need that much onion. It's the leak. Huh? Yeah. What happened? Why?
No.
Bedtime stories? Tell you a story? You want a food related one? And also food? I don't know. I have like so many weird stories. One time, horrible decision. I was like 13 or 14. I was playing Maple Story. And some member of my guild was like, hey, can I send you? Apparently, he said he worked for the police, okay? Huh? What? Yeah, he said he worked for the police. And I think his name was Peter or something. And he was like, for your birthday, I would like to send you a Pikachu hat. And then I was like, I had been playing Maple Story in this guild for, I don't know, 2 years? So I supposedly knew this person, right? Spoke on Ventrilo in the same guild, you know. And he was like, yeah, could I have your address? And, you know, what do you think I did? I was, yeah, I supposedly knew this person. Yeah? Oh, indeed. Yeah, indeed. I was a dumbass. Yeah. But I got the Pikachu hat. And my dad was like, where did this Pikachu hat come from? And I'm like, and why is it addressed from this person named Peter from wherever it is? And I was like, oh, it's my classmate. Yeah, but I was very lucky because, yeah, it did happen to be okay. Yeah, anyways, yeah. Red flags indeed. So if I ever have a kid, not letting them play any online games until they're like 15 or something. I don't know. Because that's dangerous. That was very dangerous. No, it was more traumatized. Yeah, I was so trusting of these people. Like, it's probably, I blame Christian school for making me trusting of people. I think. Yeah, Christian. I went to a Christian school, okay? Alright? So I didn't really think badly, I guess. A lot of people. Oh, the craziest rumors, like when people mention public school, in my school, I would think of like, you know, people like guns and curse words and everything. And then, my first public school, 10th grade, I think. Was it 10th grade? Was it 9th grade? Was it 9th or 10th grade? I don't remember anymore. It was my first year in public school. And when a fight broke out, I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, kids are fighting each other at school. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, that's all I remember. Other weird things, I don't know. Online days were forums telling strangers everything. Yes. Another time is lockdown in school because someone brought a gun nearby, and I was locked in the classroom with, I don't know, the rest of the students for I think 2 hours. That was scary. Oh yeah, part of my hair is green. It's the mold, you know. Yeah. Very interesting though. Yeah, I just had to skip. Okay. I don't know what would be a, interesting story or not, because yeah, people's backgrounds are different. Okay, I got one. Okay. Apparently, I was friends with the toughest girl in school, in elementary school or whatever, and then I went on to a different middle school, different Christian middle school, and she went to a public school. And then like a year or two later, or maybe it was a year later, she came to my school. I think her name was like, I don't remember her name. Let's just call her Brenda or something. And Brenda's sister was also a tough girl, and she was known to like beat up boys or something at school, which was like crazy. And then everyone thought I was like this quiet Asian kid, which I was. And then Brenda shows up in the 7th grade or 8th grade to school. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's Brenda! And then Brenda comes like, oh my God, it's been so long. And everyone who went to the same, I guess, public school she did that transferred in was like, yo, Maylene, do you know, how do you know Brenda? Oh my God, like, yeah, they were scared of Brenda. And I was like, to me, Brenda would go to like, good, I don't know, hang out nicely. I don't know. She was very nice. Like, we were like BFFs with this other girl. I don't know. I'm not a bad storyteller. Did I ever get in a fight? Oh, I was expelled from preschool, I think, or kindergarten. Yeah, kindergarten. I was expelled from my kindergarten. This group of boys, I think, were making fun of me. And then I chased them into the bathroom and I locked them in there, and I just stood outside. I think it was, kindergarten. It was kindergarten. And then the principal came and asked me to come into the office. And then the next thing I remember, my dad and my mom came, and then they said, we're transferring you to a different school, as if it was my fault for locking them into the bathroom. Like, why? I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know if maybe I was, I don't know what the adults were talking about, but it was like the next day I went to a different school. It was like weird, or maybe it was like a gap. It was a week. I didn't have school. A week or two? Yeah. Anyways, I was like small too. I was small, but like I said mean stuff to people, I think. That was another incident. And then another incident where I got suspended was it 7th grade or 8th grade? Probably 7th grade or 8th grade. This girl was like making fun of me. Oh, my sister's in chat. Kathleen. She remembers this. I think, were you home when I think that girl, my friend's dad, or was it the vice principal, called, and then our dad picked up the phone and then transferred to our mother, and then apparently the person on the phone, either the principal or whatever, was like, you have an evil daughter. But hold on, let me back up. My sister distracted the story of what actually happened. We were just watching TV, family time, boom, phone rings. And then before that, though, there was this girl that used to kind of like, not bully me, I don't think it was bullying. It's more like leave me out of things. Like, it was my group of friends, and then she comes along and steals my group of friends. Like, whatever, I don't need those friends or whatever. I have Maple Story or something, or Neopets. Oh, it's done. Is this done? Hold on. I think it could go. I'm supposed to make an ice bath, I think. Hold on. I don't think it's done. Okay, Google. Settle on for 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes to finish the story, right? Where was I? Right, this girl. Let me call her Kay, because I remember her name very vividly. Her name was Kay, okay? Oh, man, I should just say her name. Just kidding. No one's gonna know who she is. But this girl named Kay, yeah, decided to, like, leave me out of things. She's like, oh, let's not invite Maylene or whatever. And I was like, whatever. You know, that's cool. And I would go home and I would draw art, you know, expressing the anger that I had for what she was doing to me. So I drew like a pack of wolves ripping her body apart with me holding a chainsaw, standing over and laughing on this like hill. And I was like, dang, I drew such a magnificent photo. I have to show my friend Amber, okay? Oops, I said her name, whatever. The friend, the actual friend. And then you know, I don't know parents check their kids' emails. My parents don't check my emails as like a 13-year-old, 12-year-old, or 12 or 11? I don't know. How old? Okay, 7th, 8th grade. It's fuzzy because I had so much anger for this moment. Yeah, so I drew the photo and I thought it was fantastic. Scanned it, emailed it through Yahoo to my friend Amber, and I called Amber and I was like, Amber, check out this drawing because it's so good. It's so good. And then she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you drew this. And then she was laughing because Amber got me, okay? She understood where I was coming from, why this was happening. But Amber didn't say anything because, you know, Kay, that girl Kay was really scary, okay? She was popular. But anyways, yeah, so Amber's dad checks her email, freaks out, and she knows me because I've gone over to her house or whatever, and he shows the principal, and then they have this whole issue about it and decide to call my parents and talk about how your daughter is so evil and blah, 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 blah. But I wish I had the painting, the drawing. It was fantastic, okay? It was a great drawing. I think my sister, I don't know, I remember the drawing. It was great. It was good. And then I stopped art. But imagine if I was an artist now, you know? Those would be detailed, you know? Anyways, I didn't even punch her. I just drew a picture. And then my mother, bless my mother, I remember she replied and she told me like years later, was like, she defended me. She's like, it's not like my daughter hurt anyone. She's just expressing herself. She's using art to express herself. I'm like, thank you, Mom. Take that, you Christian school presidents and Amber's dad. So sensitive. Jesus. Sorry. Angry. What? I'm not a cyber bully. I just had to show the art. I didn't kill anyone. Jesus. They're lucky I wasn't taller or had guts to bring things to school. I just used my mind, okay? And that was the last of private school. And no one's ever, that was like the only bullying, but I don't think I was bullied because I think I handled that very well. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we're taking the udon for a bath now. Dumping it in. Whoopsie-doopsie. Right, and then rinsing it with water. Sorry, you guys can't really see, huh? Oh, can you see? What is this? Oh, and that was before Brenda transferred to our school. Imagine if Brenda was there and I showed her that picture, you know? They were lucky, okay? Brenda was not, just kidding. What am I saying? Don't bully people, okay? Violence is not the answer. Okay, a lot of this broke. I suck at making udon, you guys. These are just like tapeworms right now. Like actual tapeworms. How do they actually taste though? They're very short tapeworms. Yum, yum, yum. Alright. They're good though. What? What is this? I don't know where the violence in my mind came from, but yeah, when people are mean to me at Christian school, I just start describing how I would actually get rid of them, and then they don't sit next to me. Yeah. Anyways. What is this? The vibe. I didn't listen to Pantera as a child. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it's like, I don't know where the violence in my mind came from, but I'm wearing a Pantera shirt. I did have an emo phase though, I would say that. Yeah, anyways. First time making udon indeed. What am I doing? Right, I have to heat up this thing. Do you want to try a bit of the udon, honey? Tapeworm, like right?
Snail.
Like snails. They're kind of like snails. Yeah, I have like. Do? まずいの?
いや、まずくない。
けど何この子どういうこと？教えてもう。
食べてみたい。Yeah, not bad.
But
I didn't say bad.
Visual K phase. Ah yes. Ah yes. Sauce will make it 10 out of 10. I hope so. I hope so. Okay. It's about to get real saucy right now. Okay. I want to kind of dilute it a bit. So, un momento. Gotta heat things up. What? Arm street. Sorry. Just gonna let it. Well, who's the harsher food critic? Me or Maki? Maki is. He's really picky, actually.
No.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, you know who has crazier stories? Maki has crazier stories. One time, he robbed... Not robbed. Is it called robbing?
What? What?
He was 13, also 13 years old, and 13-year-olds in the Kansai area No, not rob like rob a bank. Sorry, bad word. I meant like, okay. He was 13 and stole like stationery for the thrill. No, how old were you? Middle school? 중학생. Yeah, middle school. He was middle school and he would steal pencils from the stationery store or something. And then one time the cops came and then was about to arrest him. You did get arrested once. And then we're about to arrest him. And then he pushes this is so bad. This is so bad. He pushed this old woman off the bicycle, took her bicycle, and ran off. So bad. And now he repents for his sins.
Why are you getting that?
Oh, sorry. But then you did then you did it again, and then you actually got arrested, and then they took you to the station, and then your older brother had to bail you out. And then was it yesterday? Not last year. We were having family dinner with his dad and his brothers. No, it was New Year's. It was during New Year's a couple months ago. We went to the Kansai area, and I was just talking about to his dad how this happened. And then Maki goes, he never told his dad that he got arrested when he was 13, so his dad didn't know. And then what did your dad say when I accidentally spilled the beans?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I expected you would do something like that, is what he said. Yeah.
You have a talent of doing bad things.
Oh, yeah. His dad goes, you have a talent for doing bad things, is what your dad said. I'm like, told. It's so bad. Anyways, that stationery shop went out of business because all the middle schoolers in the area kept on stealing things from them. Very bad. That's horrible. Very horrible. He hung out with bad friends. Like his friend, what is it? Your friend burned your friend's house down? Because why did he burn the house down? I don't even know. It was an accident. It doesn't matter if it was an accident. The fact is, the house was burned down. Because, sorry. It sounds so. You guys don't want story time from Maki. What? What? Oh, GTA. Is this Tokyo Revengers? I don't know. Gokai. You feel so exposed right now. I'm sorry. I just recalled, I was like, you stole the bicycle, which is so sad. Juvenile crime. Yeah. That was bad. Very bad. So he didn't do anything wrong this one time, and he was going to the supermarket. I think this was like, I was at, I don't know, in America or something. No, I was at work. And then apparently 20 cops pulled up in front of the supermarket in Tokyo and arrested him. And he was in the car handcuffed, and they took him to the station. This happened 6-7 years ago, I think.
Yeah, that was.
And then he was like, "What? I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you like? He got really mad at all the cops, and they're like, "Why are you arresting me?" And then he got to the what do you call it? The office thing. And then they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Your name is the same name as this criminal we're looking for. We got the wrong. We're so sorry." And they apologized, and they let him off, and he was so pissed. I'm like, wouldn't you check? Like, double check, you know? Yeah. It was interesting. Yes. So they, yeah. What was it like being arrested? Twice. Oh, Jesus. You were innocent the second time. First time, 13-year-old stealing stationery pencils. Jesus. Second time, didn't do anything, just got the same name. Not killing. I meant stealing. Killing just came out. Yeah, that's what I was like. If anyone was like, ever asked me, oh, if you want kids, would you want a daughter or a son? I'm like, if I have a son, I'd be freaked out. I don't want him to be like Maki because that would be the worst. That would be the worst. Do not. Nope. I don't know. Anyways, we're ready now, I think. We're ready to plate this up. What do we do? What kind of plate would be good for this? It's a kuroi bowl. Did I ever say my other story? One time we were at a convention, Maki and I, and we were chugging Jack Daniels with Nobuo Uematsu. And then I give the Jack Daniels bottle to Nobuo Uematsu to drink. And then he's about to spit all of it into my face, but he turned over and spit it out in front of this other girl next to me, and I have video footage of it on my phone. And it's so funny though. I just recalled it. It was fun. It was funny. I don't know. Yeah. It's really weird. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. It's gonna be cold? Cold or warm? Cold? Warm. 暖かい感じの方がいい？冷たい方がいい？ OK。じゃあ。Okay, and then more noodles? No. Oh, I should get it really hot. Oh, I forgot to cut. No, actually, that's fine. Whoop-de-doo. Green の方が良かった？まあいいや。残念。No cilantro. They didn't sell it, unfortunately. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh, one chopstick is longer than the other.
Oh.
I should change it. There you go. Oh, I should take a picture, you know. Oh, a picture. Here we go, picture. Hold on. Gotta... And then the video for the gram. Wiggle, wiggle. More sauce? He needs more sauce? It does need more sauce. That's too much. Okay. Itadakimasu. I should, and then thumbnail too.
Okay.
Thumbnail 写真撮った方がいいかな for the VOD. I have to remember, otherwise I don't do it, you know. Okay. All right. Surprise face. Here we go. Surprise face. Shira. No. You got it? You got it? Okay, I got it. All right, done. YouTuber face done. Here we go. We're gonna try this now. I'm here only for the food, and I'm sorry you had to listen to these horrible stories. But the food looks good, right? Here we go. Itadakimasu. Yaba. うまいよ。うまい。食べてみ。辛いよ。Oh my god. Oh my god, are you choking? 大丈夫? What happened? Okay, that's what you get for eating so much mouth in there. Okay, he's alive. He's alive. Yeah. どう?
うまっ.
美味しい? 大丈夫? Oh my god, my poor baby. 美味しい? Your face is red and you're crying. Oh no. 大丈夫? 水いる? 水飲んで.
no.
Oh my god. やばそう。なんで? なんでそんなに取ったの? My goodness.
いや、うまい。
うまいよね。It's good?
Oh, すごい。
Talk about it. Talk about it. Tell me. What do you think about it? Kind of just like tastes like Chinese hand-pulled noodles, but chunkier, right? 하야르?
Yeah.
우마이. I'm so sloppy right now. But it's so good.
Yeah. 本当に美味しい。Seriously. Absolutely. Amazing.
美味しい?
美味しい。
Other stories? Oh my god, don't share food with the cat? We don't share food with the cat. But yes, Maki is not a troublemaker anymore. The last time he almost got into a fight was like 6 years ago. And that was because we were on a bicycle together, just on a date, and some drunk dude with this lady is like this, and then shoved into my bicycle, and then got mad at me when he's the one that hit my bicycle that I was just standing, and then you got so mad you like grabbed him like this. It was crazy.
Over time.
Eh?
I don't
No,
remember.
it was right here. You just grabbed him and then pushed like through him. But yeah, anyways, that was because that old dude bumped into me and was like yelling at me. So that wasn't a bad thing. That was a good thing. Had nothing to do with getting arrested, because we don't do that here. Do not get arrested.
Yeah.
You have stuff on your face still.
Oh. I'm a nice person.
You're a nice person. Sorry, this is so good. Good stuff. If only the udon didn't break. If he survives this. Alpha male. Oh, he never gave the grandma her bicycle back. He just used it and left it in the field or something. It is what it is. This is, no, he doesn't, what is it? I don't make him look bad casually. I'm talking about when he was in middle school. He doesn't steal bicycles from old women now. Oh my god. Definitely not. Not now. And he doesn't steal them from old women. He like stole one bicycle. If anything, people have stolen his bicycle more than he's stolen bicycles. Does he steal from old men? You only burned one house, just one house down. How did that even happen?
We are playing Mahjong.
Okay, they were playing Mahjong.
We are all smoking.
Wait, you were smoking?
Yeah.
Come here. While I'm eating this. Yeah, stuff, that's right. Stuff just happens.
Why should I confess the sin in front of so many people?
And no one got hurt.
No one got fired.
Yeah. So you were playing Mahjong. Oh, red roses, 55. Thank you. So you're playing Mahjong. And how did this house burn down? Like, how? Stupid kids doing stupid things. That's what it is.
My friend's
so be
room
careful.
Is third floor, right? And we are playing Mahjong and smoking and alcohol. Yeah, junior high school.
That's bad.
That's bad, right?
That's bad. Don't talk about the under.
Someone ashtray dumped in the trash box. You know, and we are playing Mahjong and someone said, "Hey, burning!" And burn. No, not like this, just burn. And whoa, water, and we're doing something, but fire is getting bigger and bigger. Anyhow, run away! We don't have to. And my friend, wait. Sorry.
And anyways, what happened to the kid, your friend?
He got a new house.
That's messed up.
Good story.
Good story? He got a new house? It was the friend's house.
No friend.
He got a new house.
Yeah. My mother died young, so
Oh yeah.
I had time for it.
It's not bad parenting, okay? Because his mom died, or Maki's mom died when?
When I was
Junior high. Like when he was in 7th grade, his mom passed away. And his father was always gone, so when the father's gone, the mom's gone, 3 teenage boys living alone doing crazy stuff. Yeah. That's what happens. Don't let kids leave kids alone.
Yeah, don't leave.
Bad. His user's like, I love the contrast of the complete lack of detail from Maki's stories and the long-winded TMI sidetracked Mei ones. Yeah, no details, just action words. Guy, run, fire, wow. That's how the story is. He uses 3 words to tell a story. I use like 2 novels. Mahjong ashtray fire, yes. But yes. You're not religious either, huh? Are you okay? Still hurts? You don't? Like, suck in short noodles that are super spicy. That's dangerous. What if you choked? Does Maki play Mahjong anymore?
Yeah. They play Mahjong.
First time you saw me in a shirt, I actually wear t-shirts a lot. I just wear t-shirts and jeans. That is my outfits usually. Cat behind steel? There's no cat behind me. Does Maki play Mahjong with Joey? Yeah. I think Joey and his friend came over one time. Was it 2 months ago or something? Because Maki has a, what do you call it? Automatic Mahjong table. But luckily, you quit smoking when I met you.
Yeah.
So, no fires here. He does not smoke. I hate the smell of tobacco, cigarettes. Absolutely hate. Oh, Maki studied Chinese for 1 year. For what reason? I have no idea. Why did you study Chinese? University. That you dropped out of anyways.
Yeah.
Do you like the smell of gasoline then? Kind of. Just a little. Just a little. Not like, what? What? Did I say something weird? Is it okay to ask what Maki does for a job? What do you do, honey? Did he steal something actually? It's tofu. Oh, he has tofu in his mouth. Hey. Hey. Oh, he dropped it because it's spicy. Cat is okay. Yeah, Maki actually is the production manager of streams. Basically, he does everything. Like sets up OBS, sets up the cameras, sets up everything, and thinks about, I guess, what to. Oh my god, hiccups. Uh-oh. Trying to hold it in right now. I get hiccups like 5 times a day. Yeah, he also chooses the music as well. You choose the music, and then yeah, and sets up the kitchen. This table, he actually made all of this as well. Pretty awesome. Yep. Oh, the hiccups disappeared actually. Finally. It just did it once or twice. Is this the mom from Trash Days? Have you or Maki ever seen some creepy things in Japan? Creepy? Like, what is creepy? Oh yeah, he went to this scary house. Didn't you go to no, he went to an abandoned mental clinic in the Kansai area with his friends. Like a group of 4 guys.
Yo, what did you do?
I still remember this because I don't do stuff like that. Who the heck would go to an abandoned mental institute at night? It's crazy. So yeah, at night he went to this thing, and then his friend was like, I'll go in first, you guys go in after me. And not even 10 seconds pass, and then Maki decides to look up on the top roof or the window. Yeah, the roof, and he sees someone waving. And were you waving back?
Yeah.
He was waving back at whoever was waving at the top of the roof. And he's like, wow, that was fast. How did he get up there? And he looks down, and his friend is barely at the door of the abandoned hospital. It was not his friend waving at him. Yeah, exactly. Freaky. And then what did you do after that? They ran away. That's right. He has the crazy stories. Which reminds me, speaking of hospitals, weren't you in a hospital for like a month? No. Testing out medicine or something.
Oh, yeah, testing medicine.
Like is it called clinical trial? I don't know what it is, but like you can get paid to have tests done. Like they test medicine on you, I think, right?
Yeah.
So you drink the medicine that they're testing, and then you stay in the hospital for a month, and they monitor you daily after you take the medicine. And you can get money for that. A lot of college students do it, I think, right? So he did it in college to get extra money, which is dangerous, which I think you shouldn't. Yeah. And then you would sneak out.
I was banned the hospital.
Oh yeah, he was banned from that hospital though. Because every night he made friends with all the hospital boys, I guess, and they would escape at night through the window to go drink, and then they'd come.
No, just playing.
Just playing?
Yeah.
What is playing?
Bowling.
Oh, they would go bowling. Sorry. They would sneak out from the hospital and go bowling, and then come back to the hospital at night, and then wake up, and the nurses there like they were there the whole time, and then you got banned from the hospital.
Yeah, after that, we held a right, yeah.
Oh, so you got banned because of the blackjack.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry. He didn't get banned from the clinical trial hospital from sneaking out. He got banned because he started a blackjack gambling thing within the hospital with the other patients, and then they kicked him out. Thank goodness you don't do that. And God, well, you were crazy. See, that's why we can't have children. Because what if they end up like him, or are like him for the first 20 years of their life? Cannot deal with that. But then again, you didn't have parents to really teach you. Yeah, my God. People do change. Yeah. People do change, which is good. So when I met you, you were not crazy at all. And then little did I know, you're fucking crazy. Jesus. You're new? Hi, welcome. How long ago did we meet? We met 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? 11 years ago. We met 11 years ago, actually. Yes, we were 11 years ago in Hawaii. Can I intern for you? What? For Maple Story? They're referring to your Instagram title. Natural Born Chaos. It's very chunibyo. Oh, it's a soil work song. Sorry. It's a soil work song. I don't know what that is, but Swedish metal band. Maki likes European metal. You like Finnish metal, right? North European metal. You also like Indian metal. All kinds of Middle Eastern metal. How big is the Geeks Plus team now versus 2 years ago? It was just like one person, me, like 3 years ago-ish, and then now it is seven full-time-ish people. 7. Yeah, 7. I think 7. I can't even count, but 7. Let's just say 7. Death metal. Gosh, those noodles were very delicious. Ne, mechakucha oishikatta. Indian metal. I think it's called Bloodywood. Bloodywood is the Indian metal band. Madness can fit madness. But when we met, neither of us knew how crazy each other were, okay? Right? Because when we met, I was like talking about how I wanted to to study to be a dentist, and he was, I don't know what you're doing. Pew, pew, pew. Middle Eastern metal, I think it is. No, yeah, no. Sometimes this is Shiras. She's 7 years old, I think. 7 now. Oh, Takwan's eating your nudes.
No.
No. My aunt. Oh, should I just change this to just chatting now? I should change the category. Tags. Food and drink. Actually, it is J. We have changed it. Like bloody wood. Like actually bloody wood. Like chop down the tree and make wood. Bloody wood. Yes. It's Indian metal. They sing in English and like, how we do know? I kind of want to make tea now. Let's make tea actually. Making tea. Ooh, I have to go find my suit. I'm attending some weird awards ceremony tomorrow, so I have to wear a suit. Yeah, thank goodness I'm not a dentist, because what if I got distracted and removed the wrong tooth? Definitely. It is not difficult to take care of the cats. It's very easy. You want to pet the cats? I want to pet the cats. How is your English so good? Being raised in born and raised in America. I don't think it's good at all, actually. It's going down because I've been in Japan so long. And Maki and I speak a mix to each other of like English and Japanese. So, yeah. There's that, I think. Can you speak Vietnamese? I can understand Vietnamese, but speak bad Vietnamese. Like I can respond to things, but I can't come up with sentences like out of the blue to talk about things. And yeah, I don't have any Vietnamese speaking friends here. Do you also have problems understanding Vietnamese news at all? Is it no pho đi ban? What? Am I reading it right? So cook pho and go sell what? Can I read this? That looks really sussy to me. Among Us, right? Shiras, what are you doing? What are you doing? Shiras is really good at balancing on shoulders, by the way. I just want to see. She's really good. Usually when I'm tying my shoe, here. Very good at balancing. Ta-da! Do-do-do-do. It's a circus. It's a circus. Yeah, she knows how to grip on very well. Ta-da! I have a Vietnamese South accent. Yes, it's because I'm not communist. I was born and raised in America. My parents are refugees, immigrants after the war. Oh yeah, boat people. Yeah, they escaped to Malaysia and then went to America, and then I was born there. Shirasu! Come on! Do. Have I ever tried Brazilian food? Yeah! I like Brazilian food. Do I like Japan that much? Yeah. Japan has really good food. I have maybe 3 reasons why I moved to Japan. 1, Maki. 2, food. 3, the career path that I wanted was, I don't know, easy to envision if I was in Japan. There are so many Vietnamese people in Cali. Yes, I am from California. That is right. Have you tried Indian milk tea called chai? Yeah, I love chai. I love chai tea. But yeah, trash taste career choice. No, actually, the Geeks Plus was just an accident. Not an accident, but it's because I wanted prize money for something. And so I submit my business idea into Karakar Bookwalker's new business competition because the prize money was higher than usual. Yeah, and then I won. I got the money, and they're like, "Actually, can you make this a real thing?" And then it was, yeah. And then now I'm stuck with it. Did I win it? I think, yeah, I won it. Yes. So like people like praise me, like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you made it." I'm like, yo, I just wanted the prize money, kind of. And then I like not so much commitment type of jobs thing. But then it happened, yeah. Mom, are you saying I'm a mistake? Funny. relaxing tea nomu.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna brew some relaxing tea, but we don't have a good teapot. We're just gonna use this mug. It's okay. Doo-doo. This is original herbal tea. So my shiatsu massager, the person, chiropractor, whatever, PhD guy, gave me this. Also, the prize money, which is really funny, like, my boss at the time told me it was like this much, and then I won, and then the actual committee or whatever was like, oh, it's actually this much, which was half of what my boss told me. And then the CEO was like, oh, if your boss told you that, it means that he's supposed to pay you the remaining amount. So I'm like, so yeah, I don't know, yeah, it's like 50%. And then he's like, oops, sorry. And then I was supposed to give a speech, actually, for winning, to comment on the prize. And then I didn't know what to say, so they gave me the award, and then I grabbed the award, and they gave me the microphone. I got the microphone, and I was like, yay, money, in English. And then that was it. And then I handed the microphone back, and then everyone was laughing. Like 200 people. How dare they force me to think of some speech. Did not get paid. The prize was not big enough for me to think of a speech on the spot. So I just said two things. Yay, money. And I took that envelope of money and I put it in my pocket. And I was like, bye. We're making herbal tea. So this tea, this dude, the guy with the PhD who's from this place, who runs this thing, I guess, studies about herbs and put this together to have maximum effect of relaxation, apparently. But yeah, it's intense. No ghostwriter was hired for that. It's a great mug, isn't it? Maybe he is. Actually, I follow him on Instagram, and today he what do you call it? He posted a picture of himself cosplaying as some Demon Slayer character, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, what? Why is my chiropractor cosplaying as Demon Slayer during May? What holiday is this? Hi, Taiwan. Just chilling. We're just chilling right now. God, seems chill. It's not chill. I just say things in a weird way, I think, to make it sound chill. Where could I order Japanese curry that I can cook home online? I feel like in the Philippines there would be a lot of choices that you have, because there should be some international grocers. Amazon's great. You could just search golden curry, and that one's the brand I recommend. I really like golden curry. But yeah, this chiropractor's crazy. I never went to a chiropractor because I didn't believe in them. You're taking a sleep? Well, thank you, the henty, or henty, for stopping by. Thank you so much. See you next weekend, hopefully. next weekend, because again, day job, as you guys know, what my day job is, or most of you know what my day job is. Alrighty, let's strain this. Actually, I'm supposed to strain this tea. What? What's next Tuesday? Oh, sorry, Tuesday. Whoops, why did I say next weekend? Usually it's next weekend, but Tuesday. We're gonna have a special guest. Maybe. I don't even know where the tea strainer is anymore. What is? No tea strainer. Uh-oh. Should I just use the coffee filter? I don't have tea strainer. What do I do? Uh-oh. ハニーちゃん、お茶用の金のやつ。Right side? ないよ。探してるんだけど、ないんだよ。洗ったっけ？もしかしたらね。もしかしたら。あ、見つけました。Okay, I found it. This is gonna spill everywhere. Everywhere, absolutely everywhere. But that's okay. Oops, spilling everywhere because I don't know where my teapot, my good teapot is. Okay, it's everywhere. Daijobs. Herbal tea, it's done. My $1.50 Noritake cups. And Ocha de gozaimasu. Cat is waiting for a chance indeed. Ooh, that is good. Have I tried Turkish tea? No. I'm curious though. I only know one Turkish person. Then I should ask that person for tea. Yeah, John's like the only Turkish person I know. I think. Can you call chicken stock hen tea? Maybe. Is it tea? Oh, is it the Turkish coffee is the one where they they pour it from like high lengths or high heights, I think, right? Also, what time is it? It's 1. It means we should end this because it's 1 a.m. actually. Before I start throwing Maki under the bus for with other suspicious stories. I don't know. Good stuff, good stuff. It's only 1 a.m. Let's see, who do we raid? Who do we raid? Who should we raid? What? What? Connor? Is Connor watching right now? Why is he watching? Connor just said that you should turn the face the camera more to be more engaging to the viewers. I got it, okay? I will. What? Is he just like criticizing my stream? Is that what it is? Streaming 101? Let's see what's Connor. What is Connor talking about?
Watching me?
Why am I watching? Because someone just like.
If I have a spoon in my cup, it's the tea string. Like, why is Maylene watching me? Is it Maylene live?
Is it Maylene live? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna send you guys to Connor because we're going to sleep, so you guys can. Oh no! I hear myself. Stop it, Connor! Stop it! Ah! Stop it! Where's slash raid CWA? No. All right. Hold on. We're sent. Okay. Bye. Goodbye. Good night. Toodles. This kitchen? Are you shitting on my kitchen? Don't shit on my kitchen. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night, people. Da-dun. We're gonna raid. Goodbye. We go raid now. We raid. How? Just click the button. I don't click the button, okay, people. You're either in or you're not in to the raid thing. Okay. Oh yeah, Caesar, thank you for giving out the community sub. Good night. All right, toodaloo doo doo. Gotta go find my suit now, cause gotta send a award. Yeah, good behave, cat. Goodbye.
All right. Oh shit. Wait. No, the raid hasn't been sent yet.
It has.
Oh, now it is. All right. Hi. Oh my god. Oh wow. Is it a gourmet raid? Wow.